So let's talk about the soul first in terms of the mind. The mind. The mind. The English word translation of the soul in terms of the mind reveals a compilation of a number of thoughts and ideas. The first one is one's ability to make judgments or intentions. This is the seat of one's intellect. Not academic intellect, but intellect. To make decisions, choices as a human being. That's the soul. Choices. It's not getting 10 out of 10 for spelling in school or 10 out of 10 for arithmetic. It's not academic. When he's talking about intellect, he's talking about our capacity as a human being to make choices, rational or irrational. To make choices. We decide whether we're going to church or not. We decide whether we're going to be successful or not. We decide if we're going to be, wearing what we wear, bathing if we want to and need to, and so on and so forth. That is the mind. It is in the mind then that all of our battles are fought. It's in the mind. That's why Jesus was crucified at the place of the skull, because it's in the mind. It's in the mind. It's in the mind where all the battles are fought. Everything that you are transpires within the construct of the mind. It's a war for your mind. You can have people that are absolutely brilliant and intelligent, but can also be extremely corrupt serial killers. So even though they have an actual academic mind, he's not talking about academic ability, he's talking about the seat of one's will. There's something that I must point out here, that God in His grace, or God in His providential grace, has given to every human being, listen to me, has given to every human being the freedom of choice. It's called a free moral agency. You are allowed to make choices. Any choice. You can choose to hate God. You can choose to curse God. You can choose to love God. You can choose to be bitter. You can choose to be angry. You can choose to be happy. You can choose to forgive. He has given us the right to make choices. Once you have made the choice, you then become a slave to the choice you have made. And then there are categories of choices that we make. Categories. Some are important, some are inconsequential. They don't really mean anything. Should I go left? Should I go right? Well, for someone it might be a destiny turn. For someone it just might be an inconsequential choice. So you have to watch who you marry. Because there are people that marry the wrong person for the wrong reasons. And married people shouldn't be saying yes at that point. You should marry a soulmate. Your soulmate. You do not marry the person you can live with. You do not marry the person you can live with. You marry the person you cannot live without. I cannot imagine my life without Chichi. It's impossible. If Chichi grew this, you would think it was me. And the older you get and the closer we get, she's somewhere, I don't know, is she in Durban or something? And I was stuck in Nigeria, and the problem I was experiencing in Lagos, she could feel it. It wasn't a leading of the Spirit. The Holy Ghost was saying to her, Tudor's in trouble. There is that aspect, but she was feeling me because we're soulmates. It's like twins who spend 9 months in the same room and use the bathroom on each other in the same room.